Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry I have been away for so long, but I am going to start uploading regularly once a week a vocal analysis video, each week analysing a different singer and seeing what we can learn from them. If you're new to this channel, my name is Claire and I'm a singer and a singing teacher, and today we are going to be analysing the great, the charismatic, the incomparable Shirley Bassey. Such a diva and somebody who I love to watch as well. So this is a performance from 1987 in Berlin, and she is performing the song I Who Have Nothing, which is a really, really good song. It's very dramatic and it's got some really big notes for her to get her teeth into. So let's have a look and see what we can learn. Okay, so I'm going to stop already. That amazing flourish when she started just sets the tone for the whole performance. She is owning the stage. It doesn't matter if there's 50 orchestral instruments behind her. It's her stage. The focus is on her. And it's just like a really cool little thing to do. Just have a little flourish. I never think of doing that, not starting the song right by the microphone. Kind of a very dramatic and interesting way to start the song, I think. So you can hear there, I just want to talk a bit boringly about kind of microphone setup. And this is really good for you if you're just starting to perform live. It doesn't matter if you're singing in a school band or you're singing like this in a stadium for like 50,000 people. Your microphone setup is super, super important. And I didn't actually realize this until well after I started performing live. You need a microphone that has enough gain on it. So I'm not a technician, but gain is kind of relates to how much sound the microphone is going to take in. Here, her gain is turned up quite high, so it can pick up all those nuances and subtleties, which makes it easier for her. She doesn't have to battle as much to be heard over this huge ensemble. So she's got that, and she's got a lot of reverb on her voice, which creates this like lovely echo. That's what makes a lot of live professional performances sound better than amateur ones. So if you are doing a live performance and you've got sort of a microphone set up, see if you can fiddle with those two things. Gain, okay, to pick up all the subtleties when you might be singing a bit quiet, and also a little bit of reverb just to give you a bit of echo, just to help you out a little bit. Okay, right. Let's carry on.
I have nothing. I have no one.
You see how this beginning bit is very conversational, and she's sort of keeping it in this very natural voice. She's got a very natural way of singing. It's very kind of in her, near to her spoken voice if you've heard her speak. I who have nothing. I who have no one. It's very short, snappy, conversational, but at the ends of some of the words she just opens up slightly just to create a little, pull you in a bit, create a bit of tension. So it's sort of like creating a nice echo. That's really good to play around with how you can echo your voice. See, I just did it lots of different ways there, and it can really sort of change the feel of the line. So yeah, very good, like conversational singing there.
And want you so. I'm just no one with nothing.
Open up. You can hear here it's starting to open up. So she's sort of relaxing her jaw a bit more rather than being conversational. It's a bit more focusing on those vowels. Adore you and want you so. She's very relaxed here, and she's focusing on those vowel sounds. It's not I, it's R. Yeah, so my neighbours must hate me. It's bala. I love those actions that she does. So she doesn't do many actions. She's not dancing around, but when she does an action, it means something like this. It feels like she's being stabbed in the heart. And if you just look at that still, her face is doing it and her actions as well. We're getting so much just from that one little action, and it adds so much to the performance. So far we've had a verse and a chorus, and now we're going to come back down again for the verse to that conversational singing.
You buy her diamonds.
See how small we've gone. You.
Bright.
She's closer to the microphone when she's singing more quietly.
But believe me, dear, when I say
Now we're starting to build again.
that you can give her the world, but she'll never love you the world.
Look how big that mouth is. The wah. Yeah, you really got to go for it. When we're belting, half of it is sort of momentum and kind of belief that it's going to come out. You can't go into a big chest voice note. What note are we on there? I think we're on a B. Yeah, we were going from B to C. The way. If you hesitate, it's not going to come out. Okay, you've got to kind of go for it, and you've got to practice hitting those notes again and again. Okay, and if it starts to feel kind of sore or pulley, then you know it's not working right. It's got to come from here. And also, I love the way she puts vibrato on it at the end, just to sort of make it sound nice and shimmery. Now we're coming to the climax of the song.
Fancy clubs and restaurants, but I can only watch you with.
See how big she's opening up on those vowels, on the wants, restaurants. Take her any place she wants. Fancy clubs and restaurants. It's a. Very good vowels to do this big kind of singing on. So you always want to try and find, where are my A's, where are my as, where are my ers.
My nose pressed up against the window pane. I love nothing.
She really moves with the music as well. That bit there where she was stretching out and then back in to the music really went with it. So something to think about when you're performing, not just about the vocal, but where are the good musical bits that you can sort of add to.
I have known. So watch you go dancing by, rocked in the arms of somebody else, but darling, 'tis I who love you.
So there in that last section again, she's always coming back to that loose jaw when she's belting. In my opinion, Shirley Bassey doesn't really do much mixed singing. It's all sort of in that same chest voicey place, but she just has such good control over it. She knows that's what her strength is, and she sort of plays into that. So that's another really good thing, is sort of think about what your strengths are and pick songs that play into them. All of the repertoire that she chooses feeds into this sort of big, sort of dramatic or kind of brassy sound. Because she said herself in an interview that she didn't necessarily think she was the best singer when she was sort of getting started and coming up in the clubs and things like that. She wasn't necessarily the best singer, but she knew what her strengths were. She played to them, and she had the most confidence out of everyone. And I think that's sort of that marriage of the confidence and the big voice is such a good match, because she has the momentum and the confidence to go for the big notes. So it's just a really great combination for her. And I love the way at the end she sort of does a little dramatic walk. You can see why the instrumental is happening. She just takes a little stroll around. You can imagine the audience thinking, oh, where's she going? she just goes off, has a little stroll, probably has a little sip of champagne. And in a second, she'll appear again for the end. Because she can't let the orchestra steal the spotlight of the end of the song. She's going to be there drinking it all in. Here she comes. Arms up. Dramatic ending. And again, she's with the music. So it's every action that she does is sort of mirrored in the orchestra, so it makes them sort of seem like one, so they're working together, which is really interesting, I think. So I hope you enjoyed that performance of Dame Shirley Bassey. Let's do a little sort of think about what were the main takeaways from that. So firstly, the charisma and the drama of the actions and her facial expressions. That is something you can practice. Record your performances, record yourself singing, and watch it back and think, was I actually delivering what I thought I was? Because sometimes it's easy to be a bit too small and you're not doing enough. And then you look back at it and you think, oh, actually, I'm not giving anything there like I thought I was. So that's the first one, drama and actions. Second one is those belt notes. So she's a really good one to sing along with and practice belting. I wouldn't necessarily start with this song as it's goes up quite high. The belt notes are B and C. So that's quite high for most people. That would be sort of around you where you'd want to start transitioning to your head voice. So I would say a good one to practice worse would be maybe Big Spender or maybe Diamonds Are Forever. Those were two. And try and sing along. See if you can copy the kind of sounds that she makes and her like dropped jaw. And even if you don't want to sing with that more old-fashioned full vibrato all the way through, that you can always learn it and then take it away. But it's a really good way of knowing that you're singing right. Okay, so we've got drama, we've got belts, and also that like really nice conversational tone that she had in the verses. I have nothing. It's very close to your speaking voice. Even her belts are close to her speaking voice as well. It's all about taking your natural voice and sort of pitching it. So I think those are some really good things to learn from. I hope you enjoyed this video all about the glamorous and amazing Dame Shirley Bassey. I am going to put a little clip of my version of the song. So I tried to apply all the things that I thought were great about the song and put it in my own version. So you can see that it can be done. You can see I'm doing some dramatic hands. I am dropping my jaw and I'm just sort of trying to recreate her sound a little bit. And it actually did really make me think about preparing for my belts a bit better and making sure that my jaw was really dropped. So have a little go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Enjoy a little bit of the performance at the end. Let me know what other singers you want me to analyze and learn from, or some specific performances. And let me know your favorite Dame Shirley Bassey performances in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you very soon. I hope it won't be too long before I see you again. Bye. Keep singing.
You can take her any place she wants, fancy clubs and restaurants, but I can